Alright, one of the recent upgrades was this boat cover. Fits nice little bass boat. Got it over the motor right now. So I usually use these straps underneath to make sure it's nice and secure. But I'm gonna take it off since I'm working on it. Might need to unclip the other side. It might help. Trying to figure out rod holders. So I'm obviously going to want to put them on here, but I can't get under here, and I don't trust just trying to put a zip screw or something in there, so I opted to get nuts and bolts. But I can't fit under here, so I need to get this board up. And I also want to see what's even in here and potentially turn it into storage with some hinges like this, because this is a pretty large section that is not being utilized whatsoever. So I kind of want to see what's in there. And there's a bunch of little tiny screws that are like very well pressed all the way in there, so it's going to be a little challenging to get those out, but I'm going to go for it right now. I don't even know what to expect. Got it correct the first try. Looks like they're using 2-inch screws with a Phillips head. So, sure, I got a whole lot of those to try to find. I don't even know where they really are. No idea how many there are either, so this could take a while. These guys are super hard to find. Like, the carpet's just completely on top of them. Freedom! So there's 6 of these little guys in here. A lot of foam. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get under here and see what size it is. Definitely smaller than 10. Gotta break out the mini wrenches. Apparently 3/8 works. There's one. That will do it. Little cleat. There's the block of wood that was holding it together. And here's the prize that's going to go on here. Good old monster rod holders. Still haven't found anything that works as good. Especially this design in particular. We've often had 2 rods in just one rod holder, because you can have one go like this and the other one can be in this little square as well, and it seems to work really good. We haven't had any problems with it. But so these are the little bases that's going to go on there, and this little bag here, believe it or not, was like $50 because it's all stainless steel junk that you pretty much need for a boat if you want it to last. Yep. Okay. Well, there's anchor cleat number 1. Probably do rod holders next. I hate trying to put these on when I can't see anything. One reason why getting it in the corners sucks, because there's like a lip on this thing, making it very difficult to stay put for me. 10 years later, I finally got this guy in because of this lip underneath here. I don't know if I can really show it. But there's this flat part and then there's a lip underneath it as well, and because I put it in this corner, it made it like a nightmare to get in there. But it's basically done. That's why it's basically dark and I'm using external lighting at this point. Alright. Finally done. With one. though. Alright. Got one done. She's beautiful. Alright, I'm sure I'm going to have a similar heartache with this guy. So I'm going to probably try to start with that one. That's my guess. Might just go slightly in. Save myself this guy. I don't know if you just heard that, but it's not like a bomb just went off. We're in a very nice neighborhood. Alright, Monster Rod Holder usually just sends these standard nuts, but Jake and I like these guys right here. Stainless steel wing nuts. They're expensive. They're like $3-4 a pop, but it makes it a lot easier to really hone in exactly where you want it. And just like that, I got one corner of the boat done. It only took me a couple hours to do one corner, mainly because of the difficulty with the underlip under here. This wasn't too hard and everything else was pretty easy, but that's one corner done. Pretty sure I can still putt. So this is the other side. It's a little bit more complicated. Got wires going in. Have the anchor light as well. And I got to work around, but I'm pretty sure I can still put rod holder here and here. Should probably put this in just to see kind of where it's going to be. And like I said, I'm going to leave this guy here, but before I really get started on it, I'm going to at least size it with the rod holders itself, which will probably be around here, and see how easy it'll be to kind of swivel around it. So we'll see. So I got 2 stainless steel flush mount bolts, 2 stainless steel washers, and 2 stainless steel locking nuts, and that'll go on the zigzag cleat. Alright, well, I did the impossible. I got a nut and washer underneath this thing. You don't know how difficult that was. Alright, well, got this guy done right here. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on the one on this side. Don't really need to show you guys too much since it's just carbon copy of this one and those two right there. So, go ahead and fast forward. Alright, well, moment of truth. Left my wing nut over there. For it a little bit tight actually, even though it seems a little ridiculous. Gotta back it off just one more. Finish it up with the washer, with the wing nut, sorry. But that's that one. Gonna go ahead and throw this guy on as well. Just like that, back is done completely. So this guy sitting here, something like that. And you can still use both of them. So, I like it. Making progress. Alright. I guess that means I'm on at the front. It's getting late, but might as well try. Well, I just barely touched this thing and it just shattered. So, might need a new one of these. Goodbye. Alright. Time to move on to the front. May need to loosen. There's one old cleat gone. Alright, well, I've not been recording too much, but got this guy in, this guy in. So basically this side's pretty much done. I was struggling with this right here for a long time, like many different occasions. So I literally had to go to the store for barely $1 just to get another one. So that was stupid. This is the nightmare that I'm dealt with now. I just have to lift this up and just barely get underneath it. Try not to kill my hand. Ta-da! Okay. Now, hopefully these two work. Moment of truth. Dun dun dun. Get the last rod holder. And it doesn't fit. That'd be my luck. Now I am done. Get a bunch of these tools out of here. Alright, time to deal with the battery situation, I think. Do not like them in here at all. Especially with how jammed it is. Okay, so I went ahead and hooked up this battery. I'm gonna put the other one in now. Just like that. Okay, well, that's probably as good as it's gonna get right now. I might actually tighten this on this side there, just to keep that guy away. Just like that. Now, there's at least a little bit more room. That's totally safe. Probably go like that. That'll work. Just like that. Okay. Back anchor's done. Alright, well, got this top piece off, so making some progress on getting this all moved out of the way. Look a little different. It's got a Bimini on it now. And I didn't really record installing the Bimini, so I'm just going to go over kind of what I did and all that good stuff. So, take off the cover. 10 years later, it's off. Don't ask me why I went with teal. It was just available. And it slightly matches like the understrip there. And the roof's in the way, so there's that. Can't really do it. Went ahead and went with the A-frame just because laying it flat didn't really make entirely sense, because the top up here is one section that I'm going to try sleeping in with one person. As you can tell, I ended up cutting out the little step here. Didn't really have any use of anything really, so I still eventually need to figure out what to do with the step to actually make this a sleepable area, because right now it's only like 5 feet long probably, so unless you're really short it's not really going to work. But there's just more room right now, so because of the cooler situation where I can't really fit the cooler very easily underneath here, I'm probably just going to end up putting the cooler like in this little section here for now. And then once I actually figure out how to put it somewhere, it's going to go in there underneath this lid, which I have some stuff in there right now ready to go for when I actually take this on a test run, which should be the next video. So So another reason why I made it the A-frame and had it up instead of folding down. Like I said, I can't really sleep with it facing forward or back. If it's on the back, it's like sitting on top of the live well, and I can't really use the live well when it's sitting flat. So I opted to have it up here where it's not really in the way. Like I can easily just go like that whenever I want to, especially with the steps here, or with the steps removed, I mean. So when I had the steps there, I couldn't really do that because I'd basically be sitting all the way up here, and it's a lot harder because I gotta get underneath it like that. So removing it makes it so it's just at shoulder height, and you just barely duck and you're done. So that's the reason for that. So I had to actually come up with a decent spot to put these guys, since it didn't really make sense. There was existing holes you can see here from another one, but I needed it at a specific angle to really work. I needed it lower, because if it's too high, a boat this small, you're not really going to get any protection. So I'm going to put the other one here, matches that side, same with here, it's that side, and then with the straps that are right here, once it folds up, I can't really fold it up because the house is hitting it right there, but the little clips go all the way to here, and then it goes on the other side. And the kayak can easily sit right here while the Bimini's not up, and then when it is up, I'm hoping I can actually kind of just match it in between where the clip is here and then the seat, and that way it kind of pins it from the seats, me sitting, and the strap, so it kind of just holds it in place. But other than that, haven't really done too much. As you can tell, finally got all the rod holders in. All four corners are completely done. So the front was a lot easier because it's literally I just undid all of these little screws, and that was basically it. Yeah, the back took 3 times as long probably, and I could have finished this whole entire front in one night, but if you recall what I stated previously is the little nut on one of those screws did not work at all. Like it literally was the wrong size or something. Like it was like the threads were messed up from the beginning, so I couldn't even finish the job. So I had to go to the store literally just to buy one nut and one bolt, because I had to cut it off of the entire thing. So that was really annoying. So other than that, pretty sure I'm done, ready for a test run. Should be a good time. Can actually try out this trolling motor. I've actually never even used one before, at least with the foot pedal. So that's it. Ready for a test run. Should be good. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and it's bright. So see you guys.